All right, so welcome to our show. This is the first episode.
Hey.
We're really just three guys who are bored during COVID. We thought we'd figure out how to edit videos, how to broadcast stuff, set up. We're experimenting here. We're telling jokes, trying to make each other laugh. And if you're offended by any of this, just don't watch, right? Like, don't come back.
No, actually, I'm going to say let's take the polar opposite direction with that one. I say be super offended, write something very long, hopefully not well thought out, a lot of misspellings, and send it to Josh. Josh, comment.
And I will take it and shove it directly up your mother's asshole.
I think we owe it to the person who writes the nastiest message to us to read it out loud on the show.
Yeah, like stand up in class and read it in front of everybody.
Yeah, if you put the work into like being a truly awful fucking human being who doesn't do anything on your own but wants to rag on other people's shit, let us know. But put some work into it, make it creative, original. It's like you're fat and you're dumb. We've heard it, you know. Try to shock us.
Actually, I think instead of actually going to the shows and watching the videos, I think we just elaborate on this for the next hour and 45 minutes. You think we could do that?
So what we're going to do is we're just really starting off editing old television commercials. And we're not good at editing. Maybe someday we will be. We're not now. We're not good at editing. And we're just doing whatever. We're just trying to make each other laugh, and maybe somebody out there gets a giggle or two.
Yeah, we're going to be giggling. There's going to be tons of giggles we had.
Yep.
And these aren't just commercials. This is anything vintage, anything old school we want to check out and reminisce or just kind of horrify each other going, wow, you could say shit like that back then? That's a lot of it. That's a lot of the conversations we've had in the past couple of weeks has been like, can you believe that they said that and they're still around? That's amazing.
Yeah, and we should also mention that we did record this in 1997, so we say a lot of things that seem out of date as well, but it was just, that's how it was back now.
Yep. I'd like to apologize ahead of time. I did not mean what I said.
I'd like to retroactively apologize ahead. Just to give it all in there. My mom's sorry she had sex and I came out. Everybody's sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Now let's just end the stream while we can. Right here, right now. That's it, guys. That was good. That's
it. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Stop the intro there. Like, that's good stuff.
All right. So, you just want to jump in and see some videos?
Yeah. What do we have?
Yes.
All right.
I'm curious.
So I think our best bet here is maybe we just play these first two videos. We'll just let them go right through because we've all seen these, but it's they're both a good example of what we're trying to accomplish here. So
cool.
Let's take a look.
Coca-Cola Classic introduces Magic Cans. You can't tell them apart from real cans, but inside, up to $500 cash, trips, or other great prizes instantly. So take a good look. If you see anything other than Coca-Cola Classic in that can, don't drink from it. It's a winner. So take a good look because there's magic in the real thing.
There's magic.
Can't beat it. Can't beat the real thing.
I gotta love old Coke commercials.
It's fantastic.
Coke and Coke.
The most refreshing way to make the most of every day. And wherever you go and whatever you do, there's something big waiting for me and you. Coke is it, the biggest taste you've ever found. Coke is it, the one that never lets you down. Coke is it, the most refreshing taste around. Coke is it.
I think those are good examples of what we're going for. And this next one up was Zazz. You got anything to say about this before we jump in here?
Here's an example of what you don't want to go for. This is my very first edit. I think it's very clear that I was a bit frustrated after my third and fourth program, but who gives a crap? I can't believe this exists. It's a training video for Wendy's from like 1987. And the fact that this guy did not get a radio career from this is very upsetting. I'm sorry. Can I just pause for a second and say, do you honestly have a D-Live link up there, Josh? Is that am I seeing a D-Live link up there?
Yeah, why would we not have our D-Live link? Are you not proud of our D-Live channel?
So 1987, play the
There
damn
we go.
clip.
Coffee, decaf, tea, and hot chocolate. Those are the hot drinks that you so get set. Hot cups come in two sizes. Small and large, you fill as the need arises. Coffee's holding time is 30 minutes, that's so long. It can stay there before it starts to taste too strong. Hot, careful when you pour it. Hold it steady upon the counter, let it sit. Pour it in until the coffee reaches the line. Pop a top on it, get it lit. Every time Wendy's coffee tastes so fine. Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's, we always serve it right away. Have a smile and have a nice day. Next is the cafe.
I want to point out really
That's
quick.
what I'm like, it wrote these lyrics.
Use the orange pot and make.
Do you need this pause to point that out?
Oh, no, I was gonna say I was gonna let it go, but it looked like you were going to pause it. There's more than one of these. Like this guy has this is hot drinks, guys. So obviously they had to make one for cold drinks, but I didn't have the soul to go through this again. This song got stuck in my head for like weeks after I saw this video, and I mean weeks. There's nothing worse than waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and then hearing this guy's voice singing about coffee and tea relentlessly. What a fantastic job! Bad? That would fall under cold drinks. Don't worry, this is all in real time, guys. There's only about another 5.5 minutes of this. We're good.
If it's 5 more minutes of that, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently, there are signs of prolapse, and I say that because hop on top, I want to ride, I do a kegel while it's inside, so there's some signs of some actual clinical prolapse.
oh.
Do we know what the next one is? Who did it? Or are we just gonna go blind?
Let's see. The next one, the next two were both me. And
All right.
they're both pretty straightforward. I see no reason to have any preface here. Here you go.
May I ask what you're doing?
Training, Dad. When that warm, crisp Eggo waffle pops up, it's mine.
Well, you might have a little competition. I've been thinking about the taste of a golden brown Eggo all morning.
What a smarmy asshole.
Myself.
Dad, I've got youth on my side.
Experience is what counts here. You see, when you really know what you...
Let me know how it turns out, guys.
Hey, Leggo My Eggo.
Get back here, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! I'll fuck you up, you fucking faggot bitch!
Nutritious Eggo waffles from Kellogg's. Tastes too good to let go.
Eggos fucking really let that guy run his own script on that one. Pretty crazy.
I would have bought Eggos every week for the rest of my life if I had seen that in the 80s.
No shit.
My God.
They missed out.
Yeah. Well, speaking of improving on things, I think this next one should accomplish that as well. Here we go.
A deferred annuity, fixed or variable. Your shares may be worth more or less than their original cost.
mutual fund that delivers superior risk-adjusted returns.
You're close to a golden retirement through strategic asset.
Gee, retirement planning is so complicated.
It doesn't have to be. MetLife
Their
has
parents
lots of
should really
products like
put some
mutual funds,
parental
annuities,
settings on that
and
cable
401k
box.
plans.
It's
And the Met
despicable.
rep can help you make sense of it all.
Cool.
Get Met. It pays.
I'm really disappointed that I was wearing pants for that video.
Dude, not cool. You're crossing a line. You never do that. You don't do that.
So is everybody
I
else.
can't believe they use children to sell insurance. That's horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's a crazy perspective, and I'm glad that's your takeaway from it.
Well, I mean, I'm glad to see there's a sequel to Cake Party, but
Does Schultz know that exists? Did he put his name on that one?
The next one we do have, though, is Miller Highlife Pride.
Listen, I made this one and I laugh every fucking so.
All right, let's check it out.
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I hope it's that Wendy's training video again.
With those fat chicks edited in.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Miller contains no additives or preservatives. Purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Do you want to drink some gay beer? Here you go. Actually, very naked under this bathroom.
That was
That's beautiful.
Very progressive commercial. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I didn't really do that many edits from the original. I mean, there's Dave Mustaine drinking gay beer at the end of this one, but everything else is pretty much true to the original commercial.
Next, we've got up the Putterman's boyfriend.
Yeah, this was. I think we mentioned this. I mentioned this in passing, but Duracell, really aggressive nightmare fuel commercials. I like how they're trying to do something a little different. Fucking terrifying, to put it lightly. So yeah.
Hey, Mr. Putterman, Trish ready yet?
Trish was raised to appreciate Duracell batteries.
Batteries are batteries,
Moo.
1 hour later.
You can't top
my head.
Was that, by any chance, audio of a bear attack?
No way was that
No?
the soundtrack of two people being murdered in their tent by a starving bear in the wintertime.
I could have swore I jerked off to that before. Must be
Do we
just
know
me.
if do we know if the bear is okay though?
I mean, that's all really that matters. And yeah,
He did. I heard reports that he did have a very full tummy.
Yeah, he was. He was shot in the back 7 times while going to see his bear cubs, and but yeah. So that commercial,
he looked just like another bear, though.
I mean, it did match a description. It did match a description, guys. I mean,
Are you saying all bears look the same to you?
No.
That kid died in that Duracell commercial. Do we agree on that? Like, he just died, and they're just like, "Hey, what are we gonna do?" Like, that was the boyfriend shows up and dies, and they're like, "That's gonna sell some batteries."
There's no sadness.
Yeah. Hey, how did your boyfriend walked in and just died? And oh, by the way, about $2,000 in Chinaware also is shattered as well. So, yeah, I don't know. Not a real smart idea on their part, I don't think.
Never bring that corpse around here again.
That's Duracell and their Nightmare campaign.
Those I remember the series of those commercials, and they were always truly horrible. Like just
terrible.
You have no idea why they were made, and they were like, I wasn't frightened by them, but I could see like a younger me definitely.
So-
like 2 years younger than me, like would just never look at that commercial.
And Hammer, you're a walking historian when it comes to old vintage stuff. There was, I think we might have touched on this before, but there was a stand-up comedian who dressed up in that same style, and he acted like a robot. Like that was his thing. He was a robot.
Hello, I'm Zed, prototype of the ZX line and the future of stand-up comedy.
And he had that plastic. So what really begat that? Was that like a Pee Wee Herman-esque type thing that created that style, or where did that come from? Because I seriously, I'm genuinely asking because I have no idea.
I want to say it all. This is my feelings on it. I don't know how I would even look it up, but that it all came from Max Headroom with that stop sort of animation. He had to put on makeup and then do the stop, and then people said, "Hey, that looks really cool. We could kind of capitalize on this Max Headroom thing and be artsy, and not pay for cartoon fees."
Yeah, you wouldn't have to hire somebody overseas to churn out your wares. Yeah, no, I get it. It just seems like something that's very specific, and it kind of popped up out of nowhere and disappeared in like the next 12 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, Anyway, so.
But here's something that always blew me away about Max Headroom is Matt Frewer, Max Headroom. It's not his idea. Like he didn't come up with it and do it. He was an actor who had to put on the makeup, sort of thing.
Right. He's like still doing movies, right? Or he was the one that.
The last thing I saw him in, he was on Eureka on Sci-Fi.
Really? Lawnmower Man. He was also the bad guy. I remember there was you guys don't care about this, but in like the 1990s, there was probably early 1990s, there was a comic book released because they wanted to do like an edgier X-Man. It was called Gen X. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And
GEN, -X.
Yeah, so they did like a pilot movie they released on TV, and where like they had the Gen X characters, and he was the bad guy.
In other words, I won't be happy until the psycho slut who humiliated me grovels at my feet and anoints me as her god.
Like they had all these people they could choose from, and they chose a no-name him, just a character for the TV show to play like a literal mad scientist. And of course it didn't go anywhere and it flopped, and it really upset me because I was like, man, that would have been a really good opportunity, but people weren't whores for comic book shows yet, except for the X-Men cartoons.
Right.
But Matt Frewer, man, that was a little wow. And there goes Hammer with his first deep cut of the day. Just right off the top of the dome.
You went further than me. You talked about a show that like nobody watched.
Okay, well, checkmate, sir. I didn't.
What are we doing
All
next here?
Yeah, Josh. Sorry, we have like a little lull there. Just soaking
no.
it all in, soak it in this old nerdness. Just let's talk about Lawnmower Man. You know what? This is the new Lawnmower Man stream here at D Live. Call us at 886-8866-888. Talk about Nikki Cox as well.
Oh, I love Nikki.
Call 1-800
Really?
fuck my ass.
Is that what you're looking for?
Every time, like.
So you know how like sometimes jokes are funnier when you've heard them for the third time? That's kind of how I went with my videos this week. So enjoy.
There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go.
This is not going to be good.
You are the soul who snaps my control. Such a funny thing, but every time you're near me, I never can behave. You give me a smile and then I'm wrapped up in your magic. There's music all around me, crazy music, music that keeps calling me so very close to you.
So that was for the Gap.
That wasn't what aired.
I mean, clearly it did. I mean,
it's weird.
And like every other Gap commercial, it just makes as much sense as the previous ones.
It's weird that the Hulkster would sign off on that, but yeah, that's
Yeah. I really wish you would have got the line before, like when he first walked in, he's like, "Hey, I just ate a full lunch, so I feel like I'm going to explode." Like that was such a way to go, Hulkster. Terry, good job, Terry. What was that dude's house name too? His name was Bubba the Love Sponge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Like
that was his wife, Bubba the Love Sponge.
The dinner conversation.
I think it was like really.
Sponge. Can you hand the Hulkster the salt? Call me Terry.
Do you think that he asks to be called Terry when he's banging someone's wife, or does he say, "Call me the Hulk"? You know?
No, that's what he says. He says, "If I'm gonna come on you, you can call me Terry."
Yeah, that's true. He is a man of morals, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If
yeah. Can you imagine looking up and seeing that while you're getting plowed?
Just the bald and the long hair, just
like
ramming into you.
Handlebar, just fucking still trying to hide his balding head. And
yeah, he douses himself with water and shakes his hair and just does one of these, you know, and just
and cries when he's done, probably.
You hope.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know what to do with this erection, so.
Dude, not cool. You're crossing a line. You never do that. You don't do that.
All right, so this is one I gotta explain.
There's so many words in here that are awesome. I don't think so.
This is only going to be funny to like 2 or 3 people. I'm telling you.
Best kind of jokes.
You might not be those 2 or 3 people.
It's just silence after it plays.
TV Guide has been accused of never doing a cover story on Night Court.
Wait a minute, Harry. I've just received new evidence.
Better be good.
It is this week's issue, and we're both on the cover.
And there's a story inside.
What's it say?
What's great? It talks about my days on the street, and how I'm a magician, and how I got discovered for Night Court, even my favorite color.
Fine. Does it say anything about me?
Yeah, right here.
What's it say?
Oh. I'm not so sure anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's all inside. The new TV Guide.
New chick.
Because you got to figure that episode where they recorded, like she's wearing like the actual clothing between the episode I stole from, and like that was like the end of the season. She's like, "Yeah, I'm fucking in TV Guide. This is awesome." So what's it say about me? And like she's gone. Markie Post has moved in.
Yeah.
Put her big giant titties in the camera. People, yes.
And that's the deep cut hammer that. God damn, dude.
You gotta realize. So I loved Harry Anderson as a kid. Like he's a magician. I actually have one of his magic tricks. And I know how to do it. Like the needle through the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved him. And then he got a show. And then Markie showed up, and it was like, wow, that girl's hot. Like she was like one of my early crushes when I knew what like you could do with a woman. That.
I'm not judging your taste in women, but she looks like the type of woman who works at as a bank teller who gives you shit for not having exact change to buy stamps. I'm just saying.
So I like my women a little rough. So...
Do you mean
go on, sorry.
Post J. Mohr?
Nikki Cox post J. Mohr is just like fucking J. Mohr. I know he's gonna show up someday, like, and watch like an old episode and like beat my ass, but it's worth it.
Hey, you got the story, and that's all that matters in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I got my ass beat by J. Mohr.
I'd actually ask you to invite us to come over so we could also get our asses beat by J. Mohr.
Right.
Make it a 3-way.
Me up, like maybe hit me in the face a little harder than him.
And you know what? You don't even have to hit me. You can hit Hammer, and he can hit me. You know, like just one of those like Three Stooges type moments.
Speaking of Three Stooges, I don't care what anybody says. That movie a couple years ago, damn good.
With
Will Sasso.
With Sasso, yeah.
Yeah, like people give it shit, but I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, all right, what are we doing next year?
We've got one last one from Zazz, another Puttermans.
Yeah. So, again with the
go.
No, I'm not going to let this go because this time they decide they're going to introduce new characters. So if you're following the Putterman lore, what we learned is it's a family. It's a mother and a father, and clearly a daughter. But you're going to see a son and a grandmother in here. So they really thought this was going to go for a long period of time, and they just start introducing this whole world. And here's the thing, and I don't want to. I want to do some research on this first, but I 100% believe that they were going to try to do a TV show after this. Do you remember like the cavemen?
Yeah.
Right.
This just seems like there's a lot of production value going into something and introducing all these other aspects of it. They're like, you know what? We're going to make this a long-term deal, you know?
All right. Don't forget, there was also the neighbor kid, or whoever the daughter was.
True.
Oh, he's buried in the backyard now. Yeah.
They murdered him. They literally murdered him at the end of that commercial.
But we have to assume there's like somebody built the house, somebody lives across the street. Like there's a world. It's not just these people.
It's true. It's true.
And they all look like this.
All of them.
Do you think we look?
Okay, now don't get Grandma too excited.
I hope so.
She has been running on the same Duracell battery since the Ice Age.
Wow, those Duracell batteries sure do last. You can't top the copper top.
So that one they went to introduce Grandma. So
getting a real rough fucking, huh?
I don't think that was a really good intro, but
I can
that's
watch that again.
You want to watch it again? I mean,
it's some details. Yeah, can we go back?
Of course.
Okay, now don't get Grandma too excited.
She has been running on the same Duracell battery since the Ice Age.
Wow, those Duracell batteries sure do last. You can't top the copper top.
So, what are we doing next?
Hopefully, watching her use those stink fingers to make a Sunday gravy.
I gotta find out her name now. This is bothering me.
So the next thing we got up on the docket here is Spot That Celebrity 2A.
Hey, that's cool and all. Her name's Grandma Louisa, and my memory is impeccable.
This is what we did last week. As I'm going through all these videos, and I'm going through them, and occasionally I spot a celebrity, and that's what we did before I showed you these. These are 2 new videos, and I'm going to ask you to just pay attention, and then as soon as you know who it is, maybe yell it out. But we'll watch the whole commercial. Why not?
All right. Any wild guesses before we go in?
Grandma Louisa.
Grandma Louisa? I'm going Paul Rubens.
No. You do not win the early guessing prize.
What are you going to do?
I do like the fact that we're being proactive. I appreciate that, guys.
Mixing the pine oil is okay for big jobs, but for small jobs, who needs the hassle? You don't.
Sure it's not
Now
Grandma
there's
Louisa?
Pine Magic, the power of a pine cleaner in a no-mix, no-rinse spray. Pine Magic cleans, disinfects, and deodorizes with that clean smell you pine for. So come on, try Pine Magic. After all, the bucket's a drag for small jobs.
All right, now I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy's primarily a voice actor.
Yeah.
But you have
I was going to say, is that Wacko?
That's a
I forget his
really, I think you're thinking Yakko.
Rob Paulson.
Rob Paulson. I thought it was Rob Paulson.
Yeah.
So I wrote Rob Paulson, and I said, "Hey, is this you?" And he wrote me back and said, "No."
I'm sorry, you wrote Rob Paulson and he responded.
Yeah, he responded.
What a good egg. He's a good egg.
A really good guy. I'll tell you more about that in a second. So I wanted to make sure I got it right before I you guys. He said no, but I think it is. Any guesses? Anybody else? You've heard this voice hundreds of times.
Can you play it one more time, please?
Yeah.
I still want to dig into the Rob Paulson thing, though, because
he's done.
You know they're bringing back Animaniacs, by the way. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
So come on, pine cleaner in a no-mix, no-rinse spray. Pine Magic cleans, disinfects, and deodorizes with that clean smell you pine.
Okay, hold on. I don't know the name, but did you ever see the movie Punisher with John Travolta?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Because there's a guy, it's the guy who plays John Travolta's like bodyguard in the movie The Punisher. That sounds exactly like him. Okay,
I felt like there was a twinge of Casey Kasem in there.
A little bit, yeah. Definitely. I think he listened to Casey Kasem growing up and probably wanted to, sound like him. But all right, I'll tell you if you guys are done guessing.
Yeah.
His name's Michael Bell, and his IMDb credits so far are 375 credits. He has
Holy
been
shit.
a pilot of Voltron. He's been a Transformer. He's been a GoBot. He was in Doom 3, the game, everything. He's a Rugrat. Like just his credits are amazing. Warcraft 3, he had a character there. He's done everything if it's been animated, he played the Incredible Hulk. No, he didn't play the Hulk. He played Mitch.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the Incredible Hulk, and I'm very upset.
Gargoyles. Remember fucking how great Gargoyles?
Yes, that was the greatest goddamn cartoon.
Yeah, he was in that. Fucking The Stupids. Sonic the Hedgehog, unfortunately. Just Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He was an actor in that. Just amazing. Like, he has this incredible body of work. And he was in Goof Troop. Darkwing Duck. He played
Let's Get
Quacker
Dangerous.
Jack.
You
Quacker
are just...
Jack.
I feel really disrespectful by not knowing this man's, career.
I agree.
Wow.
And I felt bad because Rob Paulson has an impressive career on his own. And
He's ridiculous.
I felt bad that I got him wrong. Although his first response was, "No, that's not me. I think that's Michael Bell." And I responded with, "Hey, thank you for your time and thank you for the decades of entertainment." And he wrote back, "Hey, that's really nice. You really helped make my day." Like, just a gracious, generous human being. Like,
cool.
And that was within an hour of me messaging him. He got back and he watched the video. I put a video. A stranger sends him a video and says, "Watch this," and he's like, "All right." Like, just a really good guy. So.
Jesus Christ,
I don't get it.
story.
When did you write back JK LOL fag?
I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait until like.
All right.
We're gonna talk to you about it.
All right, this next one's not a voice actor. I think you should get it, but it's also an amusing commercial. You'll see.
All right.
Honey, did you wash the car?
Yeah.
Did you change the litter box?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I feel old.
I love you.
But it's anything less than tidy, cat. You'll know.
Well,
So that
he doesn't feel the
marriage
same way,
is
honey.
alive then, huh?
She's definitely gonna be surprised at some point in their marriage. Have you guys figured out who the celebrity?
I don't recognize her at all. Was she in like Mortal Kombat 2? Maybe she played Sonya Blade.
Goro?
It's Helen Hunt.
Yeah, before she had her whole face changed.
Yeah,
Did other things. Sean Hayes.
Butt stuff.
From Will and
Butt
Grace.
stuff. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, I this has to be right around the time he did Will and Grace, like, probably recorded the same year, right?
You would think so, but he definitely got a makeover for the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't want him a schlubby guy. They want... spoiler, he turns out to be gay.
What?
Will and Grace. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, you're blowing my mind right now.
Also, he's the reason I brought up Three Stooges, because he does a fantastic Larry. Like, just an amazing job at Larry.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember seeing like a snippet of it, and it actually did look kind of funny, and he really pulled it off. I mean, of course, Sasso, though, he steals it, I would imagine.
Sasso was great. It took me 10 minutes to figure out that was John Hayes doing Larry. Like, I'm like,
Really?
"He's doing Larry, that's amazing." Like, I was so sucked into it. He had all the manners and everything down.
You know what? You say
Yeah.
that, and I do remember seeing a clip, and I thought the same thing. I was like, there's no way that's fucking him. But no, he did a great job. You're right. 100%.
So that was my little games. Not that they're too difficult.
Yeah,
This first
so-
one, obviously, harder.
Really quick, I know we were talking about the last voiced actor. Sean Hayes also did Rugrats. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow, I should have typed that in together. I'm sorry.
We should just do an all Rugrats episode, guys. Hi, this is the new Rugrats podcast, D Live. Welcome out there, guys. All four of you.
How do they get a hold of us?
www.dlive.com / Rugrat fan for life 69420 _
It's actually going to be Rugrats. We talk about the TV show Rugrats and chicks with huge tits. That's the new show. We're going to do this every day.
Every day. 4 hours a
3
day.
a.m.
I'm going to say Rugrats just got back from our sponsors. They say that it sounds offensive, borderline racist. So, yeah.
Fuck them.
Can't please everyone.
Yeah. Especially Louisa.
How are we gonna get our sponsorship money and make the big bucks?
OnlyFans.
Speaking of which, we have an 800 number you can call to leave us a message.
Sure, and that is 269-350-3866. There you go.
Dick.
Hey, do we have any more videos queued up, or is that it?
I think that's about it, bud.
Yeah, that was the run for the week here.
Episode numero uno in the can.
Don't forget to dot the I's.